Well, that did not go to plan. Good morning, and it has been a very wet and windy morning after a very wet and windy night. We parked up just down the road, just down that direction, because you can't actually park on the edge of Waswater. There's restriction signs all the way. So this morning we've just driven down to the lakeside and Scott is in the van preparing breakfast.
Hello Mrs. Morgan, good morning. What we got in here then? Some cheeky sausages, some eggs, bacon. Now, do we go for the full-on heart attack fried bread, or do we keep it simple with toast? Decisions. Full English, Morgan heart attack time.
We have been wanting a kayak for ages now, but there's so many on the market, all different budgets. It's really hard to know what you're buying and what's going to be the right one for you. So Scott actually managed to find a company online called Coastal Water Sports. I'll link them in the description below. They were so helpful. They gave us so much advice about what would be the right kayak for us based on the way that we're going to use it, things that we're going to carry on board. They also sorted us out with a really good interest-free finance deal, which obviously helped us to actually make the purchase in the first place. So that was really great. So if you're looking for a kayak and you need some advice, then definitely give these guys a ring. They're really helpful. So we decided to go for the Aquaglide Chinook XL. It's a 3-man kayak, which means we've got extra space to carry on board all of the things that we might want to take out with us on a day trip. So we brought it to the best place possible to give it a good old test run here on Waswater in the Lake District. Beautiful surroundings, really looking forward to getting out there and having a little adventure. Well, that did not go to plan. The noise that you do not want to hear when you've got a kayak, the in the floor panel, basically, that inflates, and pulled it out from under the layer of fabric that covers it, and there was a little hole just in the seam, only a tiny little hole, but it was letting out air really quickly. So we spent the best part of the afternoon tracking down a puncture repair kit, which we managed to do. At that point we were hoping we might just make it onto the water before the end of the day. Scott repaired the puncture, blew it up, and then we hear the same noise again, only now it's coming from the opposite end of the floor panel. And basically on the seam, there is a teeny tiny little hole in the exact same spot, but just on the opposite end. So it looks like we have a little manufacturer's fault with our kayak. Scott's put a repair on that little hole as well. It's late in the day now, and we did get a bit fed up, to be honest. So what we're doing is we're just going to leave it overnight, inflated, and we'll see how it fares in the morning. Obviously we're a little bit disappointed, but we're going to try and count our blessings. So It's beautiful here. We're just going to hang out on the lakeside this evening, enjoy the views, make the most of it really, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings us with the kayak. Whether we make it out onto the water or not, only time will tell.
It's been a whole year since we finished Florence, and the crazy thing is we are literally a year, give or take a week, back in the Lake District where it all began, I suppose. Because I went up Scaffold Pike, didn't I, for a walk, and you stayed in the van and you took some pictures.
And I put them on Instagram, and then, at that time we had about 300 followers on Instagram. Yeah. And
I can remember driving back in the van, and you got that email from Theo and B from the Indie Projects
saying they wanted to do a van tour, and we just smiled
all
at each other the way home.
Yeah,
that was so flattering that they thought that our build was good enough to make into a film. And then we actually got to meet them and make the film, and we've even hung out with them again since, and it's just been amazing because we've met so many lovely people in this last year and had so many experiences that would just never have happened had we not gone through that crazy 6-week mission to build out our van and make it happen.
And I'm glad we came back to the Lake District, because the first time we came it was pretty crazy because we just finished the van.
I think we were just overwhelmed by the experience of building out the van, because it was 6 weeks of 12-hour days, hard graft. We were determined we had to get it done within 6 weeks, and we did it. And I think when we came to the Lake District the first time, I think we were shell-shocked.
Good morning, and it's a glorious morning here at Wasdale. And good news is, Kayak, a couple of little repairs that we've done to the floor, it's holding out.
Take a leap of faith, run with me. Clouds go by and the sun is set high, and I believe you when you say that this is never gonna change. Say, would you like to spend your day with me always? Be brave, we don't need far too much, just stay brave beside me. Happy days, running on the open fields,
That was a wicked day on Waswater. Another thing ticked off the bucket list. So now it is time to hit the road once more. Where are we going, Morgan?
So yeah, Seascale for supplies. Then the plan was to head over down the Hard Knot Pass. Now apparently this is a bit of a hardcore. I think it's a 30%er. We've already been up it and down it, so we know Florence can do it, so it's no problem. But it is a pretty hard knot pass. Now, whether or not we then drop down into, it's a sort of a valley, and there's a National Trust car parked there. Whether we stay there or we go somewhere else, we do not know. But the main thing is we don't like to stay in the same place for too long and get too comfortable, because we need to get on the road. And that's what we're going to do. So let's hit the road.
Thank you for watching. Do let us know what you thought. If you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button. Check out our other videos. Head over to our website. We've got a range of blogs that tell you more about us and Florence. Check out our new range of merchandise, helping us to continue producing our films.